all of this is the operation of those who have hijacked hip hop. The script, when Cardi B, there's only 3 acceptable personifications via hip hop. Male rappers can only be a nigga killing nigga or a black queer. They like queer rappers. There's a queering of hip hop going on. And a female rapper has to be a bag getting slut, right? Not saying that any of the sisters themselves are sluts. No, I would never do that. But their lyrical and stage persona is as a bag getting slut. I pray that Sister Megan Thee Stallion recovers fully. It's quite disgusting what's coming out in terms of what supposedly happened to her.
Right. Tory Lanez.
Megan Thee Stallion, she's popularized hot girls. But the hot girl, as Megan Thee Stallion's lyrics, a hot girl as City Girls lyrics, a hot girl as even Nicki Minaj's, at least her older lyrics. I don't know what marriage and motherhood will do to her persona, but the lyrical persona of these was the bag getting slut. Now Megan Thee Stallion came in through 300. She's Leo Cohen's artist, and City Girls with Quality Control, and
yes, sir.
Coach K said that Leo Cohen was his mentor. Why is that not surprising? Because it was Leo Cohen who not only introduced was a group Bitches, and this was the answer to the New York answer to Luke Skywalker and the raunchiness. That was Leo Cohen. And they were so raunchy, and Leo Cohen had the nerve to say there are more bitches. Right? That's the name of the album. That's what they describe, Bitches. Mm-hmm. Leo Cohen said that this album, with all of it, this is pre-Little Kim, that these bitches and what they represented, there are more of them in Black America than there are queens a la Queen Latifah. Because Queen Latifah was doing her queen thing. Right. And Leo Cohen had the nerve to say, no, there are more bitches among young black females than queens. That there are more black females represented by these bitches than there are young black females represented by queens. That's his whole approach to black people in his use of music. So the female artists that come through 300 or who are influenced by Leo Cohen, it's no surprise that we have in the Hot Girl a very extended Hot Girl summer.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, that was a...
family, this issue of the weaponization of hip-hop is profoundly important, because I believe that I can say that whoever controls hip-hop controls the contours of black life in America and black behavior. Now, a fuller truth is this: whoever controls entertainment, the entertainment industry, music and cinema or television, whoever controls the entertainment industry controls the contours, has the power like no one else to define the contours of black behavior, because they almost single-handedly have the power to shape and control black thought, and in so doing, shape and control black behavior, because behavior is derivative of thought processes. Scientific American in 2012, then again in 2015. Take note of the dates. Published two important articles: The Power of Music, Mind Control by Rhythmic Sound, and in 2015, Brain Rhythms Sync to Musical Beats. I'm going to come back to that, but I want us to know the date. This is 2012, 2015. Scientific American acknowledging the ability to use sound, rhythmic sound, i.e. music, for mind control. But that's 2012. It was 1980. The Honorable Brother Minister Farrakhan gave the keynote address at Jack the Rapper in Atlanta. Jack the Rapper, where black executives gathered yearly in that keynote address at Jack the Rapper in 1980. Listen to his words, because it sets the stage. In 1980, the weaponization of black music, we were warned of it by the warner. The minister said in 1980, you know, brothers and sisters, speaking to black music executives and artists at Jack the Rapper, you know, brothers and sisters, the wickedly wise who rule this world understand that the thought is produced, our thoughts are produced by what you see, hear, and taste, and feel. That through your senses, messages come in to create thought. And if they can control what you see, what you hear, what you taste, what you smell, they also can control how you feel, how you think. And they can predict your action and master you without you ever knowing that you are in 1980 a bigger slave than your parents were in 1680. He closes with these words. White folks is into the business. Listen, this is the set-off for my comments, for my presentation, hopefully for my demonstration.
Come on.
White folks is into the business of mind control. Don't you know why black people are not productive? It's because their minds are being controlled and you are the agent that they are using. You in black music. I started with the 2012 Scientific American article acknowledging the use of music as a tool for mind and behavior control. But in 1980, the Honorable Brother Minister Farrakhan warned us of the use of music to control not just mind in general, not just behavior in general, but specifically to control black minds, specifically to manipulate black behavior.
For they who control the entertainment industry more than anybody and anything else that we are consciously aware of, control black thought and therefore controls black behavior, and most efficiently shapes black life. According to this Forbes article, hip hop has officially become the main streaming music in America. There is no music streamed today more than hip hop. Nielsen announced in June that R&B hip hop has become the most popular genre of music for the first time since it started compiling data. This over-indexing of hip hop means that when we say whoever controls the entertainment industry, whoever controls music and cinema, has the power to control black thought, thus black behavior, thus black life. On the music side, whoever controls hip hop controls black thought and black behavior.
So the Jews are the head of rap. They are the daddy of rap. When Mos Def or Yasin Bey, in his very powerful song, 90-second song, The Rape Over, when he mentioned the tall Israeli that run this rap shit, and the quasi-homosexual that run this rap shit, he laid down the structure of the control of hip-hop when his album, the second printing of that album, when it dropped, that song was taken off. The Rape Over, they called out the tall Israeli that run rap. They called out the quasi-homosexuals that run rap. That song was taken off the album. Why? Because Yasin Bey's Mos Def's album was released on Geffen Records. Geffen who? David Geffen. Who is David Geffen? He's the Jewish homosexual who is the Don, if you will, of the gay mafia. That's the quasi-homosexual, right, that Yasin Bey was talking about, except he's not quasi-homosexual. He's full-throttle homosexual, gay mafia. And so his song was taken off the record because they run, in his words, they run this rap shit. So everywhere you look, we can go, we can detail, we can micro detail, we can macro illuminate the structure of the controlling forces of hip hop, and they just happen to be Jews.
But you know, brothers and sisters, this is really a matter of practical value, because so much of our life, unbeknownst to us, so much of our daily reality is influenced by our music. Black male-female relationships are influenced by our music in ways that most of us aren't aware, because our music shapes our thought process as black men are thinking of black women, because music shapes our thinking of as black women towards black men. music and cinema, the entertainment industry, more than anything, shapes our expectations of love, relationship, family, marriage. And so, is there any wonder that marriage in Black America is an epic fail? None of us who eat, drink, breathe, are entertained in this country. None of us who consume, who breathe in, who take in that which is in the environment around us, none of us are free of the consequences of the weaponization of every aspect of our environment, the weaponization of our food, the weaponization of our water, the weaponization of our weed, the weaponization of hip hop and our entertainment, and all of it is having such a detrimental aspect on Black life, and we are not even aware. We are literally in the era of the sonic lobotomy. Our enemies have progressed from physical lobotomies, sticking ice pins in our brains to neutralize the Black male. He progressed from physical lobotomies to chemical lobotomies, and now to sonic lobotomies, lobotomizing the Black man and woman through our music. We want to ask ourselves, how did the Illuminati go from engineering revolutions and wars to promoting pop stars? Think about that for a minute. We said that, according to the Brahmin biographer, the Brahmins are the Rothschilds of the New World. The Brahmins, the Brahmin family, a Jewish family, Seagrams. The Brahmin family as the Rothschilds of the New World, the epicenter of the new establishment Illuminati. The father, Edgar Brahman Sr., with his brother, Charles Brahman, were founding members of the mega group in 1991. So en route to answering the question, why did the Illuminati go from engineering revolutions and wars to promoting pop stars, I want to give you a picture right now to visualize in your mind's eye. An image that we get from the Los Angeles Times of January 22nd, 1998. Visualize, dear family. The time is 1996. And in the back of a parked limousine in Santa Monica, California, is Death Row Records owner Suge Knight and Seagram's chairman Edgar Brahman Jr., the Rothschilds of the New World. Edgar Brahman Jr. and Suge Knight of Death Row Records in the back of a parked limousine in 1996 in Santa Monica. What are they doing? They sat listening to rap music and negotiating terms. So Brofman Jr. and Suge Knight in the back of a parked limousine in Santa Monica. You think there's no relationship to Snoop's? Now that I got me some Seagram's gin, everybody got their cup, but they ain't chipped in. So Snoop and Death Row is repping Seagram's gin. Now, and I have the report from a former Seagram's gin marketing director who tells us that Snoop Dogg was the game changer. That gin and juice was the game changer for Seagram's gin. That Seagram's gin targeted a black market. And Snoop's name dropping Seagram's gin made their profits skyrocket. So that's Edgar Jr. meeting with Suge Knight in 96 in the back of a limousine in Santa Monica, 1996. That same year, Edgar Brofman Sr., Jr.'s daddy, the founder of Mega Group, while Edgar Brofman Jr. was meeting with Suge Knight in the back of a limousine in Santa Monica, after which Edgar Brofman Jr. invested $200 million in Interscope for Death Row Records. While Edgar Brofman Jr. was in this meeting with Suge Knight, Edgar Brofman Sr. was meeting with the Honorable Brother Minister Farrakhan. Edgar Brofman Sr. And listen to what Edgar Brofman Sr. said to the Honorable Brother Minister Farrakhan in 1996. He said these words to our beloved minister.
Do you mind if I share this story with you? His name was Mr. Edgar Brofman. Billionaire. Shenley Company. Was it Shenley? Seagram's, thank you. See, I know you all know. I was in his penthouse. It was arranged by Mike Wallace and Rock Newman. My wife was with me, my son, and others. And when he came in the room, we shook hands. And he said, not Minister Farrakhan, Lewis. See, white folks talk to you like that. Damn. See, they all feel that they own us. And you never grow up big enough for them to call you mister. See, but they're dealing with a different black man today. I will not allow you to disrespect me. Even if I'm in your house, I'll whoop your behind in your own house. Why? If you invite me into your house, then you ought to respect me as a guest in your house and not call me on a first name basis when you don't know me at all. I'm not your companion. Lewis, would you like a drink? I said, oh, no, sir, Mr. Bronfman. See, I'm respecting him. No, sir, Edgar. I didn't do that. See, when somebody else shows ignorance, you don't get down in the stupid box with them. You rise intelligently. I said, no, sir, Mr. Bronfman, I don't drink. He said, well, do you drink orange juice? I said, yes. He said, that's me. Okay. He said, do you listen to music? I said, yes, of course. He said, that's me. Do you go to the movies? I said, occasionally. He said, that's me. I said, oh, Mr. Bronfman, I know you're a rich and a powerful man. I said, but when the God I serve get ready for you, see, none of your riches can keep you here 1 second beyond the time. So who is really powerful? See, most of you Negroes, and I got to say it, because many of us are like little whores. I got to speak straight words. I ain't got a lot of time with you. And I'm not going to pussyfoot around with truth when I know you're whoring. I don't give a damn who got money.
Edgar Sr., co-founder of the mega group and patriarch of the family that is the epicenter of the new establishment Illuminati, is telling the Honorable Brother Minister Farrakhan that the music you listen to, I control that. The movies you see, I control that. Not just the alcohol, but the very orange juice you drink, I control that. So wow, Edgar Sr. is letting the Honorable Brother Minister Farrakhan know. See, this is God and Satan up on that mountain. And Jesus said, get thee behind me, Satan. While Bronfman Sr. was letting the minister know that the music that you hearing is shaping your people's life, I own that. His son Egg was in the back seat of a limo with Suge Knight.
The East Coast, West Coast, Bad Boy Death Row beef was funded by Jewish money. Doug Morris and Jimmy Iovine over here, Death Row. Clive Davis over here, Bad Boy. That's Jewish money fueling black carnage. And that's the MO. Jewish money funds black carnage.
Absolutely, and you can see that with 300 Records too, where they signed I want to say Migos, but I know for sure
Leo Cohen.
Yes, Leo Cohen, and that's all Chief Keef, drill music, all of that stuff is coming out of 300 Records, which Leo.
That's the tallest Rayleigh that Mos Def called out, Leo Cohen.
Right, and you see he has issues with, or Dame Dash is famous for calling him out and really pushing back and calling Leo the culture vulture, one of the many culture vultures that's involved with hip hop. But taking it back to the book in the pot plot,
I just said it's Leo Cohen.
Yes, sir.
Dame Dash is right, but that great culture vulture is far too cheap a characterization of Leo Cohen. Leo Cohen is so high up in the structure of the Illuminati in hip hop culture. Vulture doesn't do Leo Cohen justice. Leo Cohen is the son of an Israeli military man who had a dream of conducting a successful military operation on behalf of Israel. Daddy Cohen failed. Son Leo spent his life trying to please his father. Leo Cohen is a proud Israeli, and when the Israeli ambassador announced that the enemy of the state of Israel, way in the Middle East, but the Israeli ambassador in the U.S. announced that the enemy to the state of Israel are black youth in America. And the black youth in America moved to the drum beat of hip hop. So whoever controls hip hop controls black youth, and Leo Cohen has been rightly crowned the king of rap because of his influence. And so when the king of rap is a proud Israeli whose lifelong ambition is to please his daddy by carrying out a successful military operation on behalf of covert military operation on behalf of Israel, what military operation can you involve yourself with, Leo Cohen? You're not in the IDF. The covert military operation that the son can involve himself in is the weaponization of hip hop.
Wow. Man, we are getting down to a lot of the roots of a lot of untold hip hop mysteries, if you will, as it pertains to, you know, Tupac's death, Biggie's death, the involvement of Leo Cohen and others in the hip hop community. If you just coming in, fam,